पॉलीगॉन का मीनिंग बेसिकली क्या होता है? Okay, any n-sided, okay, any n-sided bounded figure is called as a polygon. Okay, so a triangle is a polygon, a quadrilateral is a polygon. We'll see all that. Okay, now mainly there are two types in which we can bifurcate or divide polygons as. वैसे there are different ways. Okay, बहुत तरह के polygons रहते हैं, like rectilinear polygon, so on and so forth, right? But our main area of concern will be two categories in which we can divide polygons into. First category will be the division based on the angles. Okay, so the first category is called convex polygons, where all the angles are less than 180 degrees. Okay, and दूसरा होता है concave polygons, where at least one angle is more than 180. As you can see these diagrams here, यहाँ पे guys for the convex polygon, all the angles here, see all the angles, कितना भी obtuse बन जाए, okay, none of these angles is more than 180, right? Okay, so this is the convex polygon, right? Whereas on the other side, if you look at this particular angle of the concave polygon, right, this angle is more than 180, definitely 180 is ज़्यादा ही है, right? Okay, so this is an example of a concave polygon. Okay, let's go on to the next category of dividing polygons. The next category of dividing polygons is on the basis of regular polygons and irregular polygons. Regular polygons, guys, वो होते हैं जिनका angles or sides all are equal. All sides and all angles are equal. Okay, take for example a square. Okay, in which all the angles and all the sides are equal. Okay, regular pentagon भी होता है, regular hexagon भी होता है. Okay, a regular triangle is an equilateral triangle. That's the best example of a regular polygon, equilateral triangle. Okay, irregular polygons, okay, have all sides, okay, not equal. I mean at least एक side तो उसमें अलग होना ही चाहिए and एक angle तो different होना ही चाहिए. Okay, so something like this, something which is irregular. Okay, so now we'll talk about convex polygons in detail. Okay, there are different types of convex polygons we'll talk about. Okay, and the first being a triangle. Okay, we know for a triangle the sum of all the interior angles is 180 degrees, right? The next case we take, we increase the number of sides, एक side में increase किया, we get a quadrilateral. Okay, अब quadrilateral में guys you can just join these two opposite points, right? You can join the diagonal basically, right? Okay, अब हम क्या observe करते हैं guys यहाँ पे, for this quadrilateral, okay, ये एक triangle है, okay, ये भी एक triangle है, right? If you add all the angles here, see, if I call this angle as A, if I call this angle as X, if I call this angle as Y, if you call this angle as, let's say, P, and if you call this angle as Q, and if you call this angle as Z. So guys, if you add all these angles, okay, X plus Y and P plus Q will form these two complete angles here. ओके, एंड इनका सबका टोटल सम कितना हो जाएगा, इस पार्ट का पूरा सम हो गया 180, इस पार्ट का पूरा सम भी कितना हो गया 180 डिग्रीज. ओके, सो दैट मींस फॉर द एंटायर क्वाड्रिलेटरल द सम ऑफ ऑल द एंगल्स इज 180 डिग्रीज plus 180 degrees, right, which is nothing but 360 degrees, 2 into 180. Okay, let's go on to the next category. I mean, if you increase one more side, you will have a pentagon. Okay, again we'll do the exact same thing, we'll draw the diagonals. Okay, and you observe that now I have three triangles. Okay, एक triangle में सारे angles का sum is 180 degrees. I have three such triangles, so sum is 3 into 180, right? Okay, let's go on to the next part. If you talk about a hexagon, okay, a hexagon has 6 sides, and in this case I have 3 possible diagonals like this. Okay, so I have 4 triangles being drawn. Okay, एक triangle ये हो गया, दूसरा ये, तीसरा ये, and चौथा ये, right? Each of these has sum of the interior angles equals to 180 degrees. Okay, and when you have 4 such triangles, the total sum becomes 4 into 180. Okay, अब guys यहाँ से हम सीखते हैं. Okay, if you have one triangle, okay, one triangle, sum of all the angles is 180 degrees, right? In case of a quadrilateral, you have 2 triangles. Okay, so you have the total sum of all the angles as 2 into 180 degrees. For a pentagon, okay, the total sum you have is 3 into 180. Okay, 3 triangles मिल रहे हैं यहाँ पे, 3 into 180. And for a hexagon, the sum of all the angles is 4 into 180, right? अब ये चलो triangle समझ में आता है. यहाँ पे how do you get 2? Okay, this 2 is nothing but 4 minus 2, right? 4-sided figure, you subtract 2, you get the value 2, right? यहाँ पे again you have 5-sided figure. ये 3 कैसे आया? 5 minus 2 is equal to 3, right? Okay, ये 6-sided figure है and it's 4 into 180. ये 4 क्या है? 4 is nothing but 6 minus 2, isn't it? That means guys, for any n-sided polygon, okay, regular polygon नहीं, any n-sided convex polygon, okay, the sum of all the interior angles is n minus 2 times 180 degrees. Okay, this you can again cross check by putting in values of n. Okay, जो भी हमने अब तक observe किया है, okay, we observe the pattern. Okay, any n-sided polygon can be broken into n minus 2 triangles, right? Because quadrilateral को हमने 2 triangle में break किया, pentagon को 3 में, hexagon को 4 में, right? So any n-sided polygon can be broken into n minus 1, n minus 2 triangles. So sum of all the interior angles of these triangles will be n minus 2 into 180 degrees. Okay. Now we go on to the next part, guys. We talk about the sum of the exterior angles. Okay. अब यही triangle लेते हैं पहले. Okay. Let me first talk about the clockwise. Okay. Clockwise direction पहले निकालते हैं अपन. Clockwise में these will be your exterior angles. Okay. This is one exterior angle. This is the other exterior angle. This is third exterior angle, right? This. Okay. अब अगर मैं guys इनको नाम दूं, if I call suppose the vertices as A, B and C, okay, measure of this angle is 180 minus A. It is the exterior angle. So by linear pair axiom, the value of that exterior angle is 180 minus A, right? What about this angle? Okay, its value is B. Okay, so linear pair क्या हो जाएगा इसका 180 minus B. So exterior angle is 180 minus B. What about this angle? It is 180 minus C. Right now, guys, if you add all these exterior angles, 180 minus A, 180 minus B, 180 minus C, okay, the sum of these three values is 180 minus A plus 180 minus B plus 180 minus C. Okay, so 180 plus 180 plus 180 is 540. 540 minus A plus B plus C. Now, guys, what is A plus B plus C in this case? Sum of all the interior angles, right? We know that is 180 degrees for a triangle. So exterior angles क्या हो जाएगा? 540 minus 180 equals to 360 degrees, right? So for a triangle, we observe that sum of all the exterior angles is equal to 360 degrees. Okay. Let me observe the exact same thing. Okay, for the anti-clockwise direction वाले angles. Okay, ये देखो, ये वाले बनेंगे anti-clockwise. Okay, these will also give you the same result, right? Okay, 180 minus A, 180 minus B, 180 minus C. Okay, इन सबका भी सम कितना हो जाएगा? 360 degrees, right? Okay, we go on to the quadrilateral now, guys. So the quadrilateral, again, let's talk about all the clockwise direction wale exterior angles. This, and this, right? So ये हो जाएगा 180 minus A, 180 minus B, 180 minus C, 180 minus D, right? So when you add all these, you get 720 minus A plus B plus C plus D, isn't it? And we know the sum of all the interior angles is 2 into 180, which is 360, right? 720 minus 360 is 360 degrees, right? So if you observe again, for the quadrilateral, sum of all the exterior angles is 360. For a triangle also it was 360. So now you will observe that for a pentagon, it will be 900 minus 540, 360, 360, 360, right? So always remember, guys, for rather any n-sided polygon, okay, convex polygon, the sum of all the exterior angles is always 360 degrees. तो यहाँ से हम दो चीज सीखते हैं, guys. पहला, sum of all the interior angles of any n-sided convex polygon is n minus 2 into 180 degrees. Okay, and sum of all the exterior angles is nothing but 360 degrees. Okay, now guys, suppose if I take a regular polygon में क्या होगा? Okay, interior angles सारे के सारे equal होंगे, right? For a square, all the angles are 90. For equilateral triangle, all the angles are 60 degrees, right? So if you take, guys, any n-sided polygon, okay, all of these interior angles will be equal, right? So अगर इन सारे interior angles का sum है n minus 2 into 180, एक interior angle कितना होगा? This entire sum divided by number of angles, right? N minus 2 into 180 divided by n. So this is the last takeaway from this. Okay, sum of the each interior angles of any n-sided regular polygon is n minus 2 into 180 divided by n. Okay, where n minus 2 into 180 is sum of all the interior angles and n is the number of angles or number of sides in that case. For a given heptagon, find sum of all interior angles. Hepta means 7, guys. So heptagon typically has number of sides equal to 7. So sum of all interior angles will be, in this case, n minus 2 into 180, right? Putting n equals to 7, you get the answer as 900 degrees. Okay. Second question, each interior angle. बहुत simple है, n minus 2 into 180 divided by n. Okay, just divide this same answer by n. The answer will be 900 divided by 7. No, the answer is cannot be determined. Why, guys? ये formula जो हमने सीखा है n minus 2 into 180 upon n. This formula is applicable only for a regular heptagon, right? Or rather a regular polygon for that matter, right? So if you don't have a regular polygon, you can't apply the formula. Hence, the answer is cannot be determined. Let's go on to the next question, guys. The next or the last question in this lot is sum of all the exterior angles. We know for any n-sided convex polygon, sum of all the exterior angles is 360 degrees. That's the answer. Now, each interior angle of a regular polygon is 162 degrees. Find number of sides. Okay, very simple. We saw the formula previously. N minus 2 into 180 divided by n. Okay, that should be equal to 162 degrees, the measure of each interior angle. Okay, when you solve this, 18 cancel ho jayega, you get n minus 2 into 10 upon n is 9. 10n minus 20 is 9n. 20 यहाँ गलती से degrees आ गया, degrees नहीं आएगा. Okay, so basically n equals to 20. Okay, so basically there are 20 sides for this given polygon. Right? There's a much easier way to solve this question, guys. Suppose अगर it's given that it's a regular polygon. Okay, regular polygon में अगर interior angle suppose x degrees है and सारे equal है, तो exterior angles क्या होंगे, guys? 180 minus x होंगे and सारे equal होंगे, right? So in this case also each exterior angle is nothing but 18 degrees, right? Okay, 180 minus 162 is 18 degrees. Okay, and sum of all these exterior angles is 360 degrees, right? So अगर एक angle 18 degree है, how many angles will be there to make 360 degrees? Divide 360 by 18, you get the answer as 20. Okay, there are 20 sides for the regular polygon. See, it's that simple. Okay, next question, number of diagonals. Okay, now इसका proof guys हम लोग डिटेल में सीखेंगे when we study the 5th module permutations and combinations. Okay, where we have dedicated class जहाँ पे हम लोग study करेंगे the implication of permutations and combinations with geometry. So where we'll prove this. Okay, there is a ready-made formula n into n minus 3 divided by 2, not ready-made. We'll derive this. Okay, so take it as such, n into n minus 3 divided by 2. Okay, for any regular polygon having n sides. Okay, the number of diagonals is n into n minus 3 divided by 2. Okay, so put n equals to 20 here. You'll get your required answer. 20 into 20 minus 3 divided by 2 is 170. Okay, so how many diagonals does this polygon have? It has 170 diagonals. Okay,